Hello, Illinois readers. Scott Riley here, author of The Floating Field, How a Group of Thai Boys Built Their Very Own Soccer Field. I want to thank you for putting this book on your shortlist of Bluestem Awards. I know that Prasit, the illustrators, Kwang and Leanne and I are super excited to have this book among all the other amazing books that you've put forward. I just want to tell you a little bit behind the scenes about where this book takes place in case you've read it or not. Remember, it's a true story. This actually happened. And the beautiful place where this took place was on the other side of the world near where I live in a country called Thailand. You probably have heard of Thailand before. Maybe one or two of you have been to Thailand before. Well, I live in Singapore, which isn't too far away. And when I heard about this story that took place years ago, I couldn't believe it. How in the world did a group of boys build a soccer field that floated? And I read everything that I could about it, and I found out that this takes place in the beautiful Phang Nga Bay, near a resort island called Phuket. Now, I'd been there before, but I hadn't been to this island. And people from all over the world come to this area to snorkel and kayak and see the beautiful beaches. But there's one special island in the middle of Phang Nga Bay, and that's Koh Phangan. Here it is. It's where Prasit and his family has lived for hundreds of years. In fact, there are about 200 families that have lived here, and they have just flourished by living off the land and fishing in the ocean. Now, when I went there, I didn't know Prasit, and I didn't know if anyone was around about the story. But luckily, I found Prasit, and we sat down, and he told me the whole story of how he and his friends built a floating field. In fact, there you have the current floating field that's still there. And if you visit, you might actually see some people playing soccer on that field, but you'll also see close by on the concrete platform near the school is the Panyi Football Club that practices almost every day when the sun comes down. People are done with school, the fishermen are back from the sea, and there the football team practices. In fact, they have been a regional champion since the days that Prasit and his teammates started playing soccer, which they call football. One thing I wanted to share with you is something that resonates still with me today, is something that Prasit said, and it made sense about he and his friends and what they were trying to do, but it made sense to me and about all of us that are trying to do things that might be unthinkable. He said, what's most important is that anything is possible, and as a community or team, you can overcome incredibly impossible odds. And so that inspired me to continue to write stories. It might inspire you and your friends to do things that might be unthinkable. So I hope you enjoy reading or rereading The Floating Field. And I can't wait to hear who you select for the Bluestem Awards. Thanks again. Bye-bye.